and welcome everyone to our Sunday gathering. This is our weekly heartbeat of 4 Minutes for Peace. My name is Sharon Or Shemesh, and I'm part of a team of volunteers working together to bring the vision of 4 Minutes for Peace to life. So thank you so much for being with us today. Today, we have translation into Portuguese. So thank you, Sandra, very much for doing that. And we have translation into Spanish. Thank you, Enrique, for doing that. It's in the Telegram channel. You can find the links in the About section of our YouTube. And I want to say hi to the other members of the team. So hello, Leoria.
Hello, everybody. Love and peace.
And hello, Maya.
Bonjour tout le monde.
And hi, Yumi.
Good evening and welcome everyone.
And of course, thank you to Ori, our broadcast manager, and to all of you. It's wonderful that we can create this together. Okay, so what are we going to talk about today? We're going to look at the vision, as always. I'm going to share a few quick updates, and then we're going to take a couple of minutes to think about the meaning of being the peace. And of course, at the 11 minutes, we will go and do the 4 minutes together, right? Which is why we are here. So we are creating a moment in time where 1 billion people or more come together and take 4 minutes to send love and compassion to all those who need it on the planet. To see them as fellow human beings, as God sees them, and to love them. Now, this will profoundly affect us as humanity and will elevate us into a consciousness of infinite love. And this was inspired by Cryo. So, if you're new, these are the values that we base our initiative on: love and compassion, knowing we are unique and united, and being the peace, which we will talk about later. And now, just to make it a bit fun, I will share the updates just with highlighting where they belong. So last week, we talked about the communities, the other communities worldwide, which are doing the 4 minutes with us. Some of them in groups, some as individuals. And we shared about communities all over the world. And also today, I saw in the chat, we have people from many, many countries: Brazil, Germany, Switzerland, South Africa, and many others. So it's so beautiful. And I wanted to share about two groups who joined us. One is a church in the States that decided to do the 4 minutes for peace in the Sunday service. So that is beautiful. And the other one is a Reformic Jewish community in Israel, which have invited all their members to do the 4 minutes with us. So the network keeps going. Please continue to reach out to other groups. Let us know. We would be very happy to connect. And together we are increasing the love, right? For our gatherings, as we are having more people, we were asked again about more translations into other languages, so live translations. So this is a call. If you can translate live into languages like Arabic, like German, like Hebrew, or you know someone who can, please reach out. We would be very, very happy to add more simultaneous translations and make this more accessible, also to people who are not so proficient in English. Okay, and as you know, we are working as a team And this is very good and, heartwarming to collaborate together. And especially now, it's wonderful as I will be unavailable for a few weeks due to some family matter. And the team here, they will continue doing the Sunday gatherings. Next week, Sandra and Maya will be here to welcome you. Another gathering, Jeffrey, which you might remember him from previous Sundays, he will be here, and so on. And hopefully we will are able to continue and do the gatherings. And we keep the momentum, we keep the energy, we keep the intent. We know this initiative is much bigger than just any one person, right? So thank you again for the team and for all of you for joining. Okay, and now let's take a moment to talk about what it means to be the peace, right? So probably all of you have heard about Mahatma Gandhi, who lived in the first half of the former century and who was maybe one of the most famous peace activists, right? So he was a devoted Hindu, and he all his life he was learning and striving to work on himself to be more truthful, to be more peaceful. He, in many of his writings, he said the truth is God and God is the truth. And he took this to what we say to the real world. And he was a lawyer who wanted to bring freedom to India, and which was part of the British Empire. And he set an example of what it means to take peaceful action. So he was, you can say, an embodiment of peace within and peace outside. Not to say that he didn't have challenges; he had many, and he coined the phrase, the very famous phrase, "Be the change you wish to see in the world." And many of you pointed this out when we were talking about our initiative, right? The 4 Minutes for Peace. And for us, right, we want to see peace in the world. So if we look at this and we think, okay, be the peace you wish to see in the world, what does this mean for us? And I would like to suggest, to encourage you to take a moment and think about that. Think about what it means to you. And if something comes to you, you're very welcome to share it in the chat, and we will share with everyone. So be the peace. So if, as Gandhi says, peace starts within, and we want to encourage peace within ourselves. So what does it mean to be the peace inside myself? What type of emotions, what type of thoughts, what type of feelings does it mean for you? Right? Just think about this for a moment, and it can be personal, can change from one person to the other. So that is the first layer. And then what it means to be the peace in our relationship with the people around us, with our friends, family, colleagues. What type of behaviors, words, responses would be the embodiment of being the peace? So you are invited to contemplate that. And then if we go to the next circles around us, right, the communities we are part of, maybe the company we work for, maybe the neighborhood, maybe a group we are in, our village, our city. What does it mean to be the peace when you're part of such a community? And of course, what does it mean to be the peace for the country you're living in and for the world? So asking all these questions, let us prepare ourselves for the 4 minutes. And while we are there and connecting and offering our love and compassion to anyone who needs it, we can also think about these questions, about how and what we can be or do to promote that vision of peace. So you're welcome now just to close your eyes, take a deep breath, go inside, find your lovely heart. You can put your hands on your heart if that helps. Feel us, all the people here together and everywhere in the world, with the same intention, seeing peace on earth, of seeing more kindness and compassion among humans. And let us spend the next 4 minutes sending love, connecting to this love, and envisioning peace inside us and in the world. I will mind the time. Thank you. You can gently bring your consciousness back and open your eyes. You're welcome to say the following peace prayer with me, aloud or just silently in your heart. May I and all sentient beings be happy and healthy. May I and all sentient beings love and be loved. May I and all sentient beings be free and at peace. Gaia, may you be well tended and clean. Gaia, may you flourish and be green. Gaia, may you be peaceful and serene. Thank you very much.
Good for you, Sharon.
Thank you, Loria. And so I'm looking at the chat.
Yeah.
Loria, you want to say something more?
No, what is in the chat?
Yes. So someone who called themselves Gracious Love, beautiful name, wrote radical self-love and acceptance. That is a beautiful definition of inner peace. Tosha Verburg, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, said benevolent action. Rochelle asked, which came first? Dropping drama or peacefulness? Maybe it's ping pong, you know, you drop a little bit of a drama, you become a bit more peaceful, less drama, and so forth. And then Connie wrote, accepting my faults, my funky parts, then accepting them in others, not holding grudges because of the thing. Yeah, that's a beautiful aspect of that. Stephanie wrote, standing for the altar of God. Wow, that is
The altar of
God.
Mm.
Yes. And there, Johanna writes, peace within starts with our choice. Yes, you're right. Like most inner journeys, it starts with a decision to do something, to change something, right? Which is not always easy, but we know it's possible. Oh, Gianluca writes, no judgment, no judge, and compassion. Yes, I think self-compassion is probably a big part of that. And there are many other expressions of gratitude. Thank you so much. Dear Peggy Phoenix Dubrow, right? Thank you for the peace prayer. And I love Unique and United. Yes. And I also want to share with you that we are in discussion with other groups, and this approach of Unique and United, you know, respecting the others for what they do, for what they believe in, and being able to join hands in the shared goal, that is a very strong way to connect. So we are feeling that when we are reaching out to other groups. Oh, yeah, Elaine writes something. I pray for less ego to everyone. Yes. I think we are all attempting to put our egos aside, right? And hoping to see this also in others. Oh, Johanna offers this, peace within, may I be and radiate peace. That's a beautiful intent. Yeah. Oh, and Liat writes, be peace. Maybe first just be. Be with the attention inwards, love what there is, love myself, love, and then perhaps be with the outside, with the connection from the inside to the outside, and love that. And then maybe love the other. Yeah, you paint a beautiful path, Liat. Oh, Nelia, yes. Deep emotions, sometimes she expresses deep emotions that came during the gathering. Actually, this happens to me as well. Sometimes the emotions just float. Thank you so much, everyone, for sharing your wisdom and what you see. Together we are creating something very beautiful. Does anyone from the team want to share something?
Yes. Luaria said that the reality that we perceive outside is a projection of our inner reality. This means that if we want to see love and peace on the outside, we can take care of the love and peace inside us. And this will be projected outside and changing the reality. So this is one way to be active on changing the reality by working on ourselves.
Yes. And some would say it's the only way. And I think we experience that both ways have an influence, right? It starts from within, and there's this exchange of intention and energy and growth going back and forth. So this is very beautiful. Thank you, Yomi. Okay, I think we're all almost ready to finish. Yes. Yes, indeed. And Peggy writes, we generate everything together. Yes. So thank you so much for being with us today. Take this love with you. Take the peace within. Be it, spread it, and we'll see you in future gatherings.
Thank
Take
you.
care, everyone.
Bye-bye.